He is an attorney. He's actually the founding partner of one of the larger practices here in France. It's a 45-person law firm with several offices. He's going to talk about the boiling frog phenomenon and how that creates weak signals that we all should strive to avoid and be careful about. So I'd like to welcome Fabrice Marchisio.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about a subject that potentially can affect all of us. I'm going to talk about the boiling frog phenomenon. Of course, I didn't realize these cruel terms myself, but scientists did. If you put a frog in a pot of boiling water, the frog will immediately jump out of the water and save its life. But if you put the same frog in a pot of tepid water, if you turn the heat on very low, very gradually, the frog will not move and will end up blowing up in the pot. In fact, the human brain works much in the same way. If you introduce a radical change in your life, your system fights back, just like a frog in a boiling water. But if the change is smooth, gradual, almost unperceivable, you stay put in your comfort zone. You are paralyzed by the prospect of change. This is true for an individual, but it's even worse for a company. Psychologists call this phenomenon sensory adaptation. It means that we become accustomed to dangerous situations and don't realize the proximity of the danger and its consequences. So it means that sometimes a good punch in the stomach is an opportunity, and we all experience a good punch in the stomach, in our personal or professional life, or both. Of course, the moment was very unpleasant, but usually the consequences turn out to be positive. Of course, you cannot order a punch in the stomach. You cannot order a wake-up call, and most of the time you have to act by yourself. And to act by yourself, you need tools. These tools are called weak signals. Weak signals are unstructured, fragmented, incomplete, and premature information, but which can be articulated into strategically valuable information. Weak signals are predictors of future and major changes. Weak signals are the vibrations that come before the earthquake. Today, tomorrow, an information that you will perceive as insignificant may change your destiny in 5 years' time. And that's the beauty of life. But most of the time, you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see it because you are surrounded by a sea of noise. You are surrounded by an ocean of information. And of course, not all information is created equal. Some is authoritative, current, reliable, but some is biased, out of date, misleading, false. You won't be able to see it because you like routine thinking. And let's be honest, we all like routine thinking. Routine thinking is soft, gentle, reassuring, needs no effort. It even brings serenity in a way. You won't be able to see it because sometimes you just don't expect it. You don't expect the messenger of change. You don't expect the seeds of change. Well, of course, there is no easy solution for identifying weak signals, but there is no fatality either. And training actually does make a difference. At the end of your day, just take 5 minutes of your time and write down what you consider as a weak signal, or at least as a significant information. And at the end of the month, take this list and question yourself. Have you been able to transform weak signals into meaningful knowledge? And meaningful knowledge into policy action? If the answer is no, it means that you procrastinate. You're like a frog, and that's no good. Of course, as in many other areas, some people are more gifted, more talented than others. Think about Bill Gates sensing the vibrations of the software revolution in the 70s. Think about Steve Jobs sensing the vibrations of the need for design in the computer industry. But there are many counterexamples too. Think about 9/11. There were several echoes and a radar of intelligence unit around the world, but no succeeded in building a network relationship that could outset or even list the event as a possibility. Think about the subprime crisis. Remember summer 2007? Subtle and continuous signs had long been known by the main actors and by the banks in particular. The problem had not been identified. But the causes have. Evolution of oil prices, number of homes built and sold, inflation, types of mortgage, number of predatory loans, default rate, you name it. Banks were aware of the danger, but were unable to identify the proximity of the event. And that's greed. You want to be the last one on the dance floor, right? Hence the concept of banksters, you can see on this cartoon. Ladies and gentlemen, and it will be my conclusion, next time you make a decision, think about the boiling frog. Be unconventional. Be disruptive. Forget procrastination. Forget routine thinking. and must of all, stay away from your comfort zone. Hope this will help, and thanks for your time.